Hello and hi, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good wherever you are watching us from, whether it is in Africa, Europe, anywhere. I hope you are doing good and you are well. My name is Maureen Chesang, and today we are talking about entrepreneurship. Remember, Entrepreneurship Digest is a platform that provides space for every entrepreneur to share their stories from the starting point of their businesses to their success. And today I have a great guest whom I will introduce him shortly. But before then, what do you have about or what do you know about Entrepreneurship Digest? What do you know about entrepreneur? And what do you have? Are you a businessman? Are you a business person? Are you aspiring to be a business person? And what do you want to be motivated? Do you want to learn more from various business so that maybe you can venture into business? Let's listen to our business person today who has graced this show, and we will know more about him. And at the end of the show, I hope you will be ready to start the business, or maybe to plunge in, and even more so to lavish into business. Welcome. All right, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Maureen.
Yes, and thank you for gracing this show.
Thank you.
All right, we are talking about entrepreneurship, and I understand you are an entrepreneur. But before we go deeper into this business, maybe tell us more about yourself.
My name is Josephat Chepyegon, I am a businessman from Baringo County, and I am from Baringo North, a village called Kayat, Saimusoi Ward. And I'm happy today to talk about entrepreneurship and business at large.
Maybe before then, can you tell us more a bit about your family, your education background? Yes.
Yes, thank you. First and foremost, I was brought from an humble family crown of 7 children, being the 50th child at our family. And I went to my education. I went to Kapchepkisa Primary School in the year 2002, where I started my class 1 to class 8, and in the year 2010,
yes,
I did my KCPE, where I got position 1, and I was able to secure a place in Baringo High School in Koipatek sub-county. But due to financial problem, I was unable to join that school. I had to defer to another school at our village, that is Kimukul Mixed Day Secondary School, where I started from 1 in the year 2011 to 2014. And since challenges are many due to fees and whatever, I managed to get C+, where I was to join Teacher Service Commission. But later I transferred my ambition. I went to venture on food nutrition and dietetic management at Eldoret University, where I did diploma. But later in the year 2016, I was unable to continue with my schooling because financial was a problem. So in 2017, I went to our village, and I secured a job as a PTA teacher at Purpuret Primary School, where I taught for another 1 year. And so teaching was so tiresome and it was hard. So in the year 2018, I made my decision to leave out teaching and go for business. So before I enter to business, I had to work for somebody so that he would pay me. So my first job, I came to Eldama Ravine, where I secured a job as a butchery cutter or as a butcherman, where I did that job for at least 9 months.
Maybe before then, I understand you were brought up in a village.
Yes.
How was life there as a village boy?
The life was very hard. In fact, we were suffering very much. But I thank God because our family, my mother and my dad was struggling very hard to make sure we are getting something to eat. That is why today I can tell you I am here. So if not because of them, if they did not stood for us, we would have not been here today.
Okay, despite the challenges that you have gone through in life, a lot of challenges, I understand you have gone through a lot, but you have kept fighting for your dream.
Yes.
Of course, because you were fighting for your dream, you landed being employed as a butcherman.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
So when I was employed as a butcherman, I was very much happy because it was my first time to work as a butcherman, and I was enjoying much of that meat. And I had a challenge that most of the time I was unable to manage calculations. So that problem made me to be sacked because I had a lot of customers, and being the first time to work at a place is a challenge.
Okay, maybe for my viewer to understand that you were a butcherman, maybe what were you butchering? Yes.
Yes, thank you. I was butchering meat.
Okay.
From meat, specifically goat meat.
Okay.
And also cow meat.
Okay.
Yes.
That is goat and cow meat.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
So that time I had that challenge of customers were not able, I was unable to manage calculation also because customers were many and we were quarreling with the owner. But little bit did I know that there is savings in the savings, so I had to invest my money at Boresha Sacco. So I had a friend who told me that when you invest in Boresha Sacco, in 3 months' time, you can borrow loans.
3 times,
you can borrow loan 3 times, and you can also be able to start your business. So I thank God because that friend was called Gilbert Chepyegon, CEO Boresha Sacco. He came to my place and he talked with me because we are from the same place. Then I did that thing. I saved my money for another 6 months. Then I went there, I borrowed. For the start, I borrowed 60,000. And since it was the first money, I borrowed that 60,000, and I also had to venture for my business. I began my business, the same business. I borrowed the same business of this guy.
So you borrowed the business idea from your previous employer.
So I went and opened a butchery where I was able to sell also meat.
Okay. Okay. And how much were you paid by your first employer?
Oh, my first employer?
Yes.
Thank you. So my first employer had to pay me 4,500 for the start, and that was
that per month? Or?
That was per month.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it was like 130 per day.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was patient, and also I did that because I didn't have any alternative apart from doing that. But I did it with the reason that I want to save so that I can start my business like this. Yes.
So it's very interesting. Yes. What made you love the business of butchery?
Yeah, the idea that made me to love this business is the amount of money being raised at that particular day.
Okay.
So I was seeing the money my boss was getting was much better was much, and it made me to aspire to do that business because it was paying.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. After starting the first business, how much capital were you able to raise to start the first year, to start your business of butchery?
So I went to, first and foremost, I saved money, and I went to Boresha Sacco.
Yes.
And I requested for a loan. So by that time I had 20,000. Okay. So they gave me 60,000.
That is 3 times your savings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they gave me 60,000, and out of that 60,000, I removed the 20,000, and I gave out to my family, and then the 40,000. I started building the butchery.
Okay.
And also I secured a place where the one of the plot was saying, I don't have the house, but you have to build it your own so that you can manage.
Okay.
Yeah. So I used the amount. I used around 20,000 to build that structured house. Then I began with another 20,000. Yeah.
Okay, tell us more about the process of starting business, because of starting this butchery business, because I understand there must be a slaughterhouse somewhere.
Yes.
For you to acquire the meat. Yes. Tell us more about the process.
So before I started this thing, so I was seeing my boss bringing meat. So one day I did my inquiry, and I took a border from my friend. I traveled to a place called Esagiri in Kaipatek sub-county. I went to Fenj at that place. I saw people were selling meat at a cheaper price. And that price that I saw there made me to come and start my business. And when I opened my butchery, the first place to go was Esagiri slaughtering house, where I ordered my meat. And also, since I knew how to drive a border, I was able to bring that meat to my butchery. Yeah.
Okay. Tell us, have you named your business? Do you have a name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us more about it.
When I started it, I gave it name called Chepyegon Butchery.
Okay.
Because I was famously known for that name. People knew me, even the customers who I had from the other side were now coming to my place to secure meat.
Yes.
So I got famously, and I had a lot of customers in my business, and that PR made me to continue with business, despite the fact that there are some challenges whereby even more people want to start the business of meat. And I got that challenge where a friend of mine came and opened the butchery next to me.
Maybe before we go to the challenges,
yes,
we will talk about that later. Maybe you can tell us more about the Chepyegon Butchery. How old is it?
Okay. And
at the starting point, did you have any employee at that time? And currently, how many staff do you have?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Maureen. First and foremost, when I opened my business at Chepyegon Butchery,
yes,
I started with one worker who was basically cutting meat. Then after 1 week time, I also added another worker who was working at the kitchen, where I was preparing ready-made meat, joma, boilo, and at that growth, at around 1 month time, the business had grown well. I also added another worker to serve or act as waiter, so that when customers come, there will be somebody who will direct them. Okay. So far my business has grown well. I can accommodate around six members who are working at that business at Eldama Ravine. And also, when I am around, I also participate as a worker. Yeah.
Okay, you have not told us how old is it?
So my business is around 6 years old, I started 2018 November, and up to now it is around 6 years.
Oh, that's around 6 years. So,
Yes.
so for 6 years you have been in butchery business, eh?
Yes.
So, for these 6 years, I understand you have gone a lot for your business, to sustain your business.
Yes.
What are the challenges that you've gone through your business? What are the challenges?
The most likely challenge in my business, especially in meat industry, is the story of public health.
Okay.
Before you start a business, you must have letter, you must have license from the county government. Also, you must make sure your workers have what we call clinical certificate to make them work there. Also, financial constraint, money cannot be obtained daily. There is profit or loss, but it needs persistence. You have to balance, and when you realize, you have also to monitor your business so that you know how is it growing, so that in any case, when you realize that there is dropout in your turn-up, then you have to improve on the services you are giving to the people.
Okay.
Yeah, so also another challenge is competition. In the field of meat industry, especially butchery, most people see that it has money, but the reality is this, it needs hard work,
Okay.
and persistence and patience also. Yeah.
Does butchery business have peak seasons? Like, is there a time the meat is of higher demand than any other time?
Yes. Butchery service as a demand at December, where people are enjoying Christmas. That is the time we will stock meat at our butchery, and we can harvest big that particular day. And also in various occasions like engagements, people can make order from your butchery, and you can also harvest, provided you are known, provided your services are welcoming, provided your workers are people who are positive-minded people, who can welcome people and also serve them fully.
Okay. For sure you have fought the fight of being in butcher business.
Yes.
Despite the challenges that you have gone through, what is that thing that have made you that every morning you feel like you want to wake up and go to the butcher business? What is that thing that motivates you every day?
The thing that really motivates me to work every day is the profit that I get daily, and also what makes me to work very early in the morning also is my family background. That is why I want to improve the livelihood of my family, and also the livelihood of my children, and also the livelihood of the people in the society, so that in future people can emulate me, and people can say, I want to stay like Mr. Josephat Chepyegon, who worked as a butcherman but is now successful. Yes.
Okay, I understand you are a learned friend.
Yes.
But tell us more about this butcher business. Is it, do you need to go to school to start it, or it's something you can use your own eyes and start the business? Do you need any special skills?
No, butchery service does not need any skill. It is only a matter of commitment, and also it is also a matter of interest. I want to say that if you don't have any interest, then you can't do business. Yes.
I know there is that person, very supportive member, maybe from your family or from your friends. Who is that person that has been very supportive to you? You share an idea to them and they are there to stand by you. Who is that supportive member?
My supportive member, I want to say that I want to cherish my wife.
Yes.
Nelly, he has been supportive to me. In any challenge that I undergo, she has been standing beside me, and we have been sharing our challenges, and we have been making discussions. And also I want to thank my brothers. They have also stood for me. They have been supporting me, especially my brother Isaac and my brother James, Zavania, and Gorir. I say thank you very much. You stood with me. Even the times when I was going down in business, you supported me. You gave me capital. Due to even that time when COVID-19 arose, life became hard in meat industry, but you stood by me. I say thank you this very day, and I also say continue with the same spirit.
All right, talk to that as aspirant or that entrepreneur who is aspiring to be a businessman like you. Maybe what are the requirements to start the butchery business? What are the requirements?
Thank you. The most requirement to start a business like that one of butchery is only capital. And after, when you get that capital, you identify the place. When you identify the place, I want to challenge you that before you identify the place, you have to do research. You cannot only start a business in a place where you have not done research. You have to identify a place where it has customers, and also a place that is attractive, because nobody can stand in a place that is silent. So you have to find a place with a densely populated area where people, when you start that business, people will promote you, and in future you will realize that your business will grow bigger. But when you invest your money in a place that you have not done research, you will never harvest anything. So also you have to be patient, because business goes up and down. Today you might get profit, and tomorrow you might get loss. So you have to understand your cycle of business. You have to know that not every day is good. Also in that business you have also to save. Whatever you get, either profit or whatever, you have to save, so that it can secure you when the business goes down. Then you will be able to make it, you will be able to raise it up.
Okay, you have talked about certification being a challenge to some point, especially your staff. Yes. They need certification from clinical officers. Yes. Maybe your business as a butcher, does it need a clinical certificate as well?
Yeah, yes, thank you, Maureen. My business needs clinical certificate, because you cannot operate a butchery without any certificate. It needs certificate, and that is why earlier before I said I did diploma in food nutrition and dietetic management, whereby I was interested to come and test those foods. So I had an intention that in future, when I secure a job, then I will be able to assist the people in the society. Yes.
Maybe you can talk about those some of the basic tools needed in that butcher, like knife, etc.
Yeah. So thank you, Maureen. The basic things that are needed to start a butchery.
Yes.
First and foremost, you need to identify the place, and after identifying the place, you have to find what we call cutting lock. You have to identify knives. You have to identify what we call hooks. You have also to decorate your business so that it can attract your customers. Also, you have to make, it needs also, you have to make your wearing attire, that is uniform. You have to identify your butchery. Either for mine, I put a young butchery and restaurant. That is what made me to be known. So if you have your workers, then when they are advertising or when they are selling their meat, also somebody can see them, and it will make it possible for them to see. Otherwise, it needs cleanliness of the highest order. So butchery, you cannot operate butchery with dirtiness. So it needs cleanliness of the highest order, because you are receiving guests from all over Kenya. You will never know whom you are serving. So it needs preparation in anything that you are going to handle. Also, it needs care, because the food that you are preparing, it should be properly cooked, because, and also butchery discourages what we call food poisoning, because when you prepare food that are not properly cooked, people will complain, and automatically the government will send the clinical officers and they will close your butchery officially.
Thank you so much for being with us. Remember, this is Entrepreneurship Digest. It is a platform, of course, that provides space for every entrepreneur to share their stories of their businesses from the starting to success all over, not only in Kenya, but all over Africa and even the entire world. And remember, today we are talking to a person, a businessman who is lavishing in butchery businesses, not only cutting meat to people, but also cooking meat to people, those who want to consume at the point, or those who want takeaway. Takeaway, I think, is at the food you take to take them at home, or maybe to cook for yourself at home. All right, Bwana Josephat, I want you to tell us more about Iryongo Butchery. What are the dreams for this Iryongo Butchery in the next coming years?
Thank you, Maureen.
Yes.
In the coming future, I'm planning to do an extension.
Yes.
I'm planning to open a bigger restaurant, either in Eldamaravin or in Nakuru County, or either in Mokotio. That is my plan, and even now I'm doing what we call saving scheme. I'm saving to make sure that in the coming 2 to 3 years, I will have a big restaurant that can host even guests from Kenya and outside Kenya, so that when people come, they will have also accommodation where people can sleep, they will eat food, and they can have a place to refreshment, and also they will have a place to sleep, so that tomorrow they will go for their duties. So I'm much concerned of that whatever I'm planning now will be something good in future. That Iryongo Butchery is not only known in Eldamaravin, it will be known Kenya and even the world.
Yes. All right, that's good of butchery business. Butchery business is a paying job, according to you.
Yes.
What is the secret behind the butchery business as a paying job? If you can tell us that.
Thank you, Maureen. The secret behind butchery as a paying job is this: whenever you start a business, the secret part of it is that you have to be future oriented.
Okay.
Also, when you are doing that business, you have to make your own saving scheme.
Yes.
You don't have to consume all your money for the benefit of tomorrow, because when you consume now, tomorrow you will lack it. So you have to prepare for your saving scheme, either in our SACCOs like Poresha SACCO, Equity, Skyline. Those are friendly banks that can give you loan for the benefit of tomorrow. Also, in any business, in my butchery, you have to involve your family, and that thing can make you to go far if your family are concerned. For example, in my butchery, my wife is the manager.
Okay.
So I always get information wherever I go for. Maybe I go for looking for coats. Maybe I want to when I go for market. Normally we go to Kinyang in Bogot, and since there are a lot of challenges there, when you go to look for those coats so that you can come and use in your butchery, then I normally leave my wife to be the manager.
Yes.
And at the end of it all, I will find things are in order. So there is no business that you can do without consulting your family or without consulting your relatives. So it is always good that your family are aware of what you are doing, so that in case there are also things that can make you go down. So your family must also go. Also, there is something known as Shylock. As a butcherman, I want to discourage people. Don't encourage Shylock in your business, because anytime when you go down, they will come and auction your things, and you will end up bankrupt. Okay. So before you go to that loan, try to console your family. Consultation is better than everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Someone might be asking themselves, of course they would like to start butchery business.
Yes.
But they don't have any idea where to source the meat.
Yes.
Or maybe the goods.
Yes.
And they don't have any idea about the slaughterhouse.
Yes.
Maybe if you can talk about that.
Yeah, so thank you, Maureen. For those who want to start meat business, especially butchery, in Eldama Ravine, we have the best slaughtering house called Esageri. Also, we have another one called Zao's Slaughtering House down there. Also, there is another one called Marikat Slaughtering House. And also there are the biggest one called Koryama. So Koryama is where we normally get the best meat, and that is why we normally say when you want the best quality meat of goat, go to Koryama, and that is where we are bringing those animals. Also the best auction to Fenja, so that you get the goats you can use in your butchery. You go to Kinyang, that is in between Baringo East and Baringo North. And I'm happy because our government has stabilized the issue of insecurity in the area. Now we can work there fully, and we can bring our goods to come and sell in our butcheries. Yeah. Also, you can reach me at a young butchery.
Yes, that is what I wanted to ask you next, because I understand you fall under the bracket of youth, that is between age of 18 and 40.
Yes.
And I know someone who is aspiring to be a great business out there. Mostly they are youth. They have just started the life. I don't know if you are ready to mentor any youth who want to venture into this business. I don't know if you are ready, and if you are ready, how can they reach you?
I am very much ready to mentor you, especially in business.
Yes.
And when you want to reach me, you can reach me at Josephat Chepyegon, that is Facebook.
Yes.
You can reach me at my official fan page, Josephat Chepyegon, that is Twitter. And also, I have a WhatsApp group called Josephat Chepyegon Eryonga for MCA 2027. It has 10.8 followers, and I'm happy because when you go there, you will get me. Yeah.
So you are also aspiring to be a politician, of course.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I want you to talk to youths who are at home. They are not employed.
Yes.
They have nothing to do at home. They are earning nothing. I want you to talk to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Maureen. To my fellow youth who are sitting at home, this evening I want to challenge you that don't stay at home. Try to find job. Try to employ yourself. Even if you are to start hawking. Hawking needs only 500. You can request it. You can either request it, or you can find any given job, provided it is paying. Then you do it. At the end of it all, you make that money and try to employ yourself, because when you employ yourself, you can supervise yourself. The sweet part of it, when I employed myself, I got an ample time of managing myself. I escaped all quarrels from those bosses whom I worked for.
Yes.
I also escaped what we call, I also escaped time. I also had to manage myself because I was working for somebody who was not caring when are you going to sleep, when are you going to do your job, or when are you going to see your family. So for now, I want to tell you, self-employment is the best for every youth, provided you have the goal, you have the passion, and you have the interest. Yeah.
All right. That's very interesting of you to be a business person in butchery business.
Yes.
Okay, because we are coming to the end of the show,
yes.
I want you to send your appreciation and your final remarks.
Thank you very much, Maureen.
Yes.
I want to send my appreciation to Mr. Wilson Karani, who was my first employer, Eldama Ravin.
Yes.
Mr. Gitrai, yes. Thank you very much. You made me to join business that I didn't know. Also, I want to send my appreciation to Mr. Amos, Tango Hotel, Eldama Ravin. I also want to send my appreciation to Mr. Kibruta Giptangarer, the person who was selling meat for me at Esakiri Slaughtering House. I am much happy, and I really cherish you, man. You walked the journey, and I'm happy that today I can narrate a story that Butchery can be. Also, I want to thank Mr. William Kiplagat, famously known as Aramsi, meat supplier Eldama Ravin and Eldama Ravin sub-county. I want to say thank you, sir. You meant that you brought me from that crown to the way I am today. So I want also to tell you, continue with the same job. People will live to appreciate you forever.
Okay. Yes. I want you to finish by appreciating your clients, yes. And also welcome new clients to your business. That is by telling us the direction of Iriongo, yes. Butchery. Yes.
Thank you very much, Maureen. I also want to appreciate my clients or my workers who worked for me. Beginning with Johnston, Winnie, Faith, Nelly, my wife. You also worked as a client in my butchery. Also Simon, wherever you are, I appreciate you. Also counterman, Mr. Kiplagat and Mr. Vincent. I want to tell you, congratulations for the job you are doing. We are going to see our success in future. I'm looking forward as your boss to make sure that all your salaries are paid to you, and also I want to give direction that Iriongo Butchery is located in Eldama Ravin, at Eldama Ravin, CBD, CBD, Sawmill. I have a branch in Sawmill called Highway Butchery, Iriongo. Also, I have butchery at Ravin CBD called Koriyama. That is my butchery. So welcome to my business at Eldama Ravin, and also very soon I will be opening another butchery at Mokotjo CBD.
All right. Okay, Iriongo, thank you so much,
yes.
For coming to our show today,
yes.
And thank you for making it successful.
Yes.
I'm looking forward coming to your butchery and taste the sweetness of that meat.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, to my viewer, I hope you have learned a lot about Iriongo Butchery. Remember, this is a business that you can even start with 0 coin. You don't need a lot of skills. You can just go to someone who is doing the business, join them, learn some few skills, let me call it basic skills. Then after that, you can start doing some small savings, and at the end of the day, you will have your own butchery. Maybe you can start even starting with 1 kg of meat.
Yes.
Going forward, you can achieve even 100 kgs in future.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this show, for joining this show, and thank you so much, my viewer. I hope you are now ready ready to plunge in and lavish to business, this is butcher business. Remember, it is an unskilled business. Imagine you don't need to go to university to have that degree. You just need brains. You just need to be a business-oriented person, and you will actually achieve your dream. Until next time, I've been your host, Maureen Chesang. Remember, this is Entrepreneurship Digest, a platform where we provide space for every entrepreneur to share their stories of their business. Thank you so much and have a good time.